Welcome to another round of the Galactic Podracing tournament. The second round of the tournament, which is very exciting. I am King Meandip. With me here is Game Draco. Yeah, our players decided to run on Spice Mine Run as the first track, so just getting a little bit of warm-up out of the way, and then we will be good to go.
Yep, we're starting on Spice Mine Run today, and we have it between Metallica, who, the veteran of the past two tournaments, came in 4th last year, versus Goblin Lifestyle, who competed in the 2019 tournament under the name Mystery Liquid.
Yep, so it'll be very exciting to see what they can bring to the table here.
Yeah, because one thing about Goblin is that he has a reputation for learning games quick, so I'm very curious to see what happens in these round-robin matches now.
Let's see here. So this is both players' first round of this year's tournament. In qualifying, they placed 16th Goblin Lifestyle and 5th for Metallica. So Metallica is one of our stronger players this year.
Yeah, he was also one of the strongest players last year. He came in 4th place.
I don't believe either player went for the bulldozer manipulation on the start.
Neither one, it looked like. And Goblin taking the longer route and crashing.
Yep. It's always a bit rough. But yeah, this track is one of the straightest tracks in the game.
I'd argue it's probably the straightest, even straighter than Bunta Training even.
Yeah, it's up there. Anyway, this track allows you to really, work to optimize your boosting, and you have to be really careful to take all of the turns that do exist as tight as possible.
Yeah. And also, your boost management is key here because it's so easy to abuse the boost here. $134 for Goblin.
Oh, whoops, I forgot to sync the streams. Give me a second.
And Goblin taking the long way again.
I forget sometimes. Yeah, Metallica looking pretty solid, laps 1 and 2. So it looks like he's on about a 343 pace, which is very solid.
Yeah. This is, when you're on such a good pace, the Dozer is in a very precarious spot on the final lap.
We'll see how he approaches that. Just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the manipulation we were talking about at the beginning. It's possible to change the position of that dozer so that it's in a better position, but you have to do that before the race starts.
Yeah.
And
it also changes. Yeah, it also changes the place of the mine cart, which is on that downward descent.
Metallica going through the final turns. He's going to try to get as much boost as he can. He will be underheating pretty badly at the end here. But there is a
343 is still pretty solid.
Very nice.
340. Yeah, that's still pretty solid. Looks like Goblin's using a really low frame rate and traction.
Ooh. $343,224. All right, so how this will work now is both players will get to ban 2 tracks that cannot be played for the rest of the match. And then starting now, after each race, the loser will ban a pod, the winner will ban a track, and then the loser will pick a track.
And a 439 from Goblin. That is actually just under the record for this track with no upgrade bowls.
Goblin is first banning Inferno, which is an extremely wise choice against Metallica. Metallica is just absolutely scary on Inferno.
Mongaza Speedway for Metallica, Bunta Classic for Goblin, and W Mountain Run for Metallica.
All difficult tracks. Well, okay, except for Mongaza, but that's a risky track.
Banning Bull's Roar by Goblin.
I wonder if that's a throwaway ban or if he plans on going no upgrades.
Bumpy's Breakers from Metallica.
MGS is the fastest track, that's right.
We're waiting on track picks and if he forces anything. Death Throw's Revenge, no force.
Okie doke. Death Rose. This is definitely the easiest track in the Galactic circuit. There's a few things to watch out for, but it's a pretty straightforward track.
I feel like the only difficulty for it in tournament is the AI.
Wait, but you wouldn't be running AI on Death Rose.
No, you wouldn't, but I'm just saying in tournament, that's where it only becomes really hair-raising.
Oh, you mean in a playthrough of the game? Yeah.
Playthrough of the game and just in general. And ironically, I would say in tournament mode, this is the fastest Odie Mandrell ever goes because he's a really slow pod, particularly without upgrades.
That's right.
Though in the movie, he was famous for getting his engine destroyed when a pit droid got sucked into the engine.
Good times. Ooh, early death from Goblin. And intentionally dropping down. There is some fast terrain down here on the bottom that speeds you up, so it is optimal to drop down. Though I don't always do it because I find that the drop sometimes kills you.
Yeah, I found sometimes tilting reduces that risk of crashing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Ooh, the second death from Goblin.
Oh! That's a death I don't usually see!
Metallica flying too high.
I don't usually see that happen on Death Rows, particularly from a skilled player like Metallica.
Oh, and then got a glitch death.
Now that's a death I see more frequently.
Okay,
now that's a death.
I was gonna say that, Metallica should be shooting for like a 208, 209 here, but that is no longer in the cards. He still has a pretty hefty lead on Goblin, though. Learned from his mistake, dropping down before that.
But you can also see how he was a bit more hesitant and nervous from that last attempt, from that last lap too.
Yeah, it's just a really ooh, Goblin going too low.
First we have a crash too high, and then we have another crash that's too low. That doesn't happen often.
The flat PB though. That's great. You got you got an out of bounds finish on.
And here,
on that too.
Here he goes. No out of bounds for Metallica. 218.
All right, 218 is pretty good for having 2 deaths.
Ooh. I think he would, if he was a fraction of a second slower, he would have blown up before the starting line.
That's great.
242.421. Banning bulls again. Metallica banning bumpies again. We're going to M100.
Yep, Malister 100, no forces, no bulls. So the obvious pick here is still Ben.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Goblin will use him though. Simply because of comfort and experience. This is one of the more difficult tracks to do with Ben.
Yeah, and you also have to do it at the lowest frame rate at the lowest traction.
Yep. The reason being for reducing the traction and frame rate is to get as much slide as you can, so that you can take the final hairpin without hitting the wall and losing speed.
And I actually held the world record for this track lap and free lap for about 6 years, and Mike just told me recently, maybe because of the Nintendo 64 frame rate's 24, that I was able to hold it for so long, despite being on 64.
Yeah.
Never really thought about that until he told me that really recently.
Uh-huh. It's kind of funny that N64 is probably the second most optimal platform to run this game on.
Yeah, the PC and the 64 version are the most mastered versions. None of the other versions really get the same passion as those two.
Our neighbor's cat is back wanting attention.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
Cats are funny.
Metallica is off. Get the sinks in here. Give the cat a pet. I know, right? Well, the problem is that he wants in all the time, but he's still a little skittish. So giving him a pet is a little difficult. Giving him food is a piece of cake, though.
Pretty sure if you say the word food to him, the cat would immediately perk up.
Yeah. 36, that's a pretty strong lap 1. Goblin still struggling a little bit with the deaths. Goblin speedruns and participates in tournaments for various games, if I'm not mistaken. So he doesn't have a lot of experience in this game, but he is. We know him for being able to pick up new games pretty quickly. So it'll be interesting to see how much stronger he can get as the tournament goes on. Metallica in his final lap, he still is deathless, which is an achievement on this track. And we'll see how well he can maximize the use of his boost as he approaches the finish line here. Ooh. Scraping pretty badly there. Not too big of a deal, but he does lose a couple seconds for it.
148.85. If he went into warning, he would have lost way more. Because if you hit warning and then boost, you just blow up immediately.
Yep, 148 is a pretty good time. That's a couple seconds off of world record. And 215 is quite strong for a newer player.
We have a Bulls ban, Bumpy's banned by Metallica, and then we're going to Scrapper's Run.
So a Scrapper's Run is on the same planet as Death Row's Revenge, which we saw a couple tracks ago. And this is one of the shorter tracks in the game. But
I think it's
pretty technical still.
I think it's third after Bunta Train and Mongaza.
Isn't Doug Derby shorter?
Doug Derby's shorter. Yeah, Doug Derby's 138. Yeah, it's fourth. Because I know you can get under 2 minutes on Scrapper's Run, which I think only Doug Derby, Bunta Train, Mongaza Speedway you can do that on.
Metallica getting in some warm up again. He's not going for the jump strat, which is, wise, but not very exciting.
Well, the Scrapper's Run jump. Well, the Scrapper's Run jump is really different from the jump on Death Row's an Abyss.
So Cordon Bleu, this match is a best of 9. So first to 5 points wins. And Metallica is certainly favored for this matchup.
Yeah, my money is on Metallica for this race.
Metallica qualified in 5th for the tournament, and Goblin qualified in 16th out of 20 players. 21 technically. Alright, so Metallica adeptly avoiding the death wall. We'll see how Goblin handles it. Ooh,
does it a
close.
very traditional way by slowing down and braking there. Actually, he didn't brake for that death wall, and he crashes there.
That was an ambitious way to take that turn.
Yeah, there's like this very fine line that you can thread, but nailing it is just so difficult, it's not really worth it.
Yeah, Metallica's doing really well. He's doing a good job of keeping his heat up, which is extremely difficult on this track because there are not very many opportunities to. Well, there are plenty of opportunities to boost, but they're all broken up by corners. It's difficult to use all of your boost by the end of the race.
Especially with Ben when he takes a long time to heat up.
He's not going to make it though. He's leaving some boost on the table here. Not very much though.
152.83 for Metallica.
152 would put him in 11th place on the leaderboards. Just barely beating out Paige if he were to submit this run, though, Metallica has around 2 seconds faster than that posted. Yep. Sorry guys, I forgot to sync the streams again.
152.833.
One of these days I'll be good at remembering stuff like that. Possibly. We keep seeing Bulls and Bumpies banned. Metallica really does not want to go to Bumpies.
Run back. Which track, though?
Yep, run back on Scrappers. So once during the match, each player can go back to a track that they previously lost on. Yeah, so Goblin is taking us back to Scrappers, exactly the same conditions, and this will be match point. It's a rather quick match, all things considered.
I don't know what Metallica is doing. I'm not so sure why Metallica is going with Mars.
Probably just for fun.
I really don't know this. Choosing Mars Grow. I don't know if it's like doing it for fun or trolling or what.
Maybe he'll be showing us some interesting strats or something.
Yeah. I don't know.
The jump would be fantastic if you could show us that. Mars should be able to do it really easily, I think.
I think he should. He has the longest... He heats up the slowest of every pod and travels the longest distance under boost after Ben.
Mm-hmm.
And Metallica's stream has jumped.
Well, it's still watchable. It's not slideshow territory. Look at that. No, the sync is still coming.
Under 40 seconds with Mars!
Honestly, I have no idea how strong that is. Not very many people run Mars on this track.
Not at all. But considering... Whoa!
Yes, he does the boost jump. Nice. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, and also, Mars is... I remember when doing the 100% run, no upgrades, Mars can fall off the track easily on this one.
Uh-huh.
Oh!
Ooh. That was an unfortunate death. Wait, did he look behind as he was dying?
I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Just do this one gigantic boost, which you can do with Mars because his handling's so solid.
Let's see if he does the jump again. Goblin looking... ooh!
Oh, he misses it completely!
Yeah, that was not the setup. Goblin is looking much stronger this time around. Salty look back.
Whoa!
It is really easy to die a lot when you're running a pod that you're not, that you haven't practiced on a particular track. Even though in theory that pod should be safer. 210. Well, that's not too bad. Goblin was only a couple deaths away from beating Metallica here.
217.
Goblin appeared to be under the impression that there was one more race coming, but nope, that was it. Let's see if our runners would like to come in for an interview. Hello, Goblin.
Hello.
Welcome back to the game. How's it treating you so far?
Bad.
Metallica, how was the match for you?
That was pretty fun, although I was really nervous on some tracks for some reason.
Uh-huh. Did I assume you went with Mars just for fun?
Yeah, it's because he said make it easy or something like that, so I decided to try something different, I guess. Just to...
Okay.
Oh, I was saying that just so we didn't have to change your settings at all or anything. But yeah, that's fine.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You know, a Goblin, you came within a couple of deaths of winning that race.
yeah, I was like, wait, what? What happened? Yeah, I didn't really get much practice, and Metallica is way better than me, so I just picked tracks that are fun for me.
Oh, I see.
Hopefully, I'll be able to get more practice in before the next match. Didn't really get much this time, but
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So who else is in you guys' group?
I don't remember.
BBK, Nectarn, I think.
Nectarn, Goblin, I think Cylinder.
Okay, so according to the challenge, it's Banana Boat King, Nectarn, and That's No Good, and then us.
Oh yeah,
All right.
Dang, this group is pretty
that's
stacked.
gonna be some interesting matches there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Goblin, it'll be really interesting to see if you can kick out That's No Good.
Yeah, I don't know much about him, so it's not one of the ones I recognize from the first tournament, so I have no idea.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
He was in the second tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the only one I could possibly kick out. Nectarn was way better than you in the first tournament. He's better now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really crazy between Nectarn, Metallica, and Banana Boat Kid, because it's going to be a tight race for those top 3 spots in that group.
Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about that. I need a lot more practice, I think.
Yep. But Metallica, did you keep banning bumpies because you don't like it or just habit?
That shortcut, that really tight shortcut, is like the most unfun thing in the whole game. I never want to do it again.
I
Well,
can't
you're
blame you
lucky.
for
I don't
that.
even remember which track that is, so...
I think the only thing I like doing less is the tent shortcut.
That one's
I
kind
know.
of fun, unless you're playing bad, and then it's not fun at all. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, anything else you guys want to say before
Nope.
we
That's
announce
it. Good
future
game.
matches?
No, I guess that's it. Oh, well, it's really nice to see you playing on a tournament again, by the way. It's I
thank
don't know
you.
your name from the first one. I'm really glad to
Yeah.
see you here.
I remember you. I think you're the one who made me play Grabvine, like my second week.
Maybe?
That was exciting.
Yep. Yeah, so GG's guys was really fun to watch. This was, only the second match in the tournament this year. We have many more to come.
38 more in this group.
Oh man, you're
with
keeping
one
count.
coming up. There's 40. There's gonna be 40 matches in the group stage, and we have one more coming tonight in about just
2.5 hours?
just over 2 hours. Yeah, 2.5 hours. So I'll be doing commentary on that again with Lightning Pirate, and if you can stay up late enough, tune in.
Yep. Yeah, so that will be between Nacho Brado and Nock, which is sure to be an extremely exciting matchup. It'll probably be the first match of the tournament where, either player could win.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for having me.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for running, guys. Congratulations, GG's.
GG's.
And Yeah, thank you to Speed Gaming, and we will see you all in a couple hours.
Yep, you'll see me for certain in a few hours too. Good luck, everyone. May the force be with you.